Welcome to Obstacle Running Adventures.
I found after COVID, it was really hard. It was actually harder after lockdowns than during lockdowns to
Interesting.
get people. Yeah, people were still really supportive and that they would continue to, they'd pay into their memberships and stuff during, but as soon as it was over, it was like they felt like I didn't need help anymore. And then a lot of people, because they had opened their home, like they'd bought stuff for home and stuff, they were like, would it didn't necessarily come back. So the year after COVID was actually probably the hardest year. After lockdowns and we were open and or they had let themselves go and like couldn't come back to the gym. And we're a group training facility, so and we do not like pretty challenging workouts, and it'd be a lot of people that are training for high rocks and stuff, so a lot of people just weren't ready to come back to that. And we there was a while too where I thought people might never want to do hard things again. People got soft during COVID, and
Right.
um but we kind of stayed true to what I believed in and what we had started out as a gym. And I feel like we're back now to where, we have people that are over the last year, they want to do hard things. And we have groups that are signing up for ultras and high rocks and like really challenging themselves. But I mean, it took a while. It took a year. I still have people coming back now who have only just come back since COVID,
Wow.
and admit have they let themselves go and just had such a hard time coming back. So it things do take a while. And yeah, I really had to stick it out and just believe in what I was doing.
Right.
And thankfully, I think I would say I do what I do genuinely because I love it and because I believe in what the community at my gym does for people and the way it truly can change people's lives by doing, hard training and training for things and having, good quality programming. And I do believe in what I do enough that I was willing to kind of stick it out throughout all of the mess of everything. So yeah, we're strong now and we expanded a year ago.
Oh, cool.
And I have a lot more people now there that have kind of helped build the program. And yeah, we're in an exciting place right now, I'd say.
Do you think there's any element of like the teacher in you that helped transition over to being a good coach and being a someone that wants to help like the general population like this?
Yeah, for sure it did. I I found with teaching, it was hard because, well, I mean, I do work with kids now too. We have a really thriving youth program. Um, I I like working with kids who come to me by choice for the
Yep.
most part because they want to be there instead of, I mean, in the classroom it's different where there's a lot of unmotivated and people that don't want to be there and don't want to see themselves improve and don't want help and a lot going on. And I struggled with our current education system ultimately was one of the reasons that I left. But I felt like this way I could work with people who wanted to be better people. And even as little people, but because it all starts then too with them. And this is how we can teach them that, being uncomfortable is good.
Mm.
And, striving to be even, okay, you want to be a better hockey player, but the process of trying to be better at anything ultimately teaches you that there's value in that, which will help them down the road. And um, when I was teaching, I had the same philosophies of wanting people to want better for themselves, but it's really hard when you might have a class where that's not happening. And I found it really discouraging. So it, I feel like I have impact now that I maybe didn't have the same because now I have people who are willing to put in the work. So,
Yeah.
and even I work a lot with moms, and I know the more that I can help moms improve their own self-confidence and, their ability to handle difficult things and help them deal with stress and helps them also go back and be better moms. So I feel like my impact is different now. and I'm not handcuffed by the politics of the education system.